Hello everyone, this is Gas, and in today's video I'll be going over the strategies and techniques I employ to gain an advantage over other players. The tips that I'll be going over are aimed at players who have already grasped the basics of Hell Let Loose and are looking to further their gameplay. With that being said, let's move on to the first point, and one which I think is highly overlooked: blending movement with aiming. In this clip I will show an example of poor and good strafing. You want to keep an eye on the keyboard and mouse inputs. As you can see, in the first two instances I aim down while still holding shift and W, but it is much more efficient to input a counter strafe before aiming down sights, as you aim down sights faster and you have a chance of dodging enemy fire. Most Hell Let Loose players will know how to deal with tanks. It's simple. Or is it? Here I will go over what you should do once you have put a satchel on a tank and how to terrorize tank crews. First, we need to understand that no matter from which side a tanker enters the tank, they will always exit on the right side. But if that side is blocked, then they will exit on top of the tank. With this information we can try to make life of tankers more difficult, with planting satchels on the left side of the tank and focusing on covering the right side. While some players like to plant satchels on the tracks of a tank, due to the fact that the crew will be unable to disarm the satchel, I do not advise to do so, as there's a chance that the satchel will not destroy the tank. When it comes to terrorizing tank crews, your last resort if you don't have a way of eliminating a tank, I found that it's best to use a gun that is also present on a class that have access to the salad charge, such as the grease gun, MP40 or shotgun, but the one weapon and class that is most effective at it is the Axis automatic rifleman class with the STG-44 with this exact camo, as this camo removes the boxes from your back, making it seem like you are running the level 9 assault kit. Grenades and their optimal usage can be mysterious, and with my presence I shall demystify them. When it comes to explosive grenades, the Axis grenade is the only one you can cook, and like the rest have a maximum range of 50 meters. Their usability is heavily limited by the fact that it takes 3 business days to take them out, unpin them and throw them. In most cases I will only ever use them to destroy enemy outposts, as they are too clunky to consistently use in close quarters combat. Smoke grenades are the complete opposite. Whilst they also take 3 business days to deploy, they have a much higher impact on the game when compared to the explosive ones. The most effective way of using smoke grenades is for them to land as close to the enemy position as possible. For example, there's an enemy sitting behind the wall. It would be best if the smoke were landed right in front of him. Not only does this eliminate him as a threat, it also provides cover for your team to storm his position. We can take this clip as an example of what it's like to be on the receiving end of optimal smoke usage. As we can see, the enemies have deployed their smoke right in front of our position, neutralizing it and storming it. Whilst this is a very effective technique, the best way to counter it if you do not have a machine gun available is to throw explosive grenades into the smoke as the enemy is storming the position. Maps can vary in their terrain and layout, but the consistency across all of them are the players. With that in mind, we can use our fellow Blueberry's existence to our advantage. One of the main reasons why I play with my icon scale at 150% is to see what direction my teammates are looking at or shooting. This is incredibly helpful if you enter a part of a map in which you have been in previously.
Are these kids
It is crucial that you use your downtime in the game wisely, with checking the map when you're reloading or changing position. As the better you will get, you will notice that the amount of times you open your map increases. If you have been paying close attention, you would have noticed that I opened my map 5 times in this short amount of time. You might think that it's cosmetic, but with each time I'm checking if my outposts near me are still hot, if my teammates are dying, and constantly keeping up with what direction my blueberries are looking at. With all that gathered knowledge, even though I'm running around in the open, I know that I am 100% safe. Which brings me to our next point, that is using gun sounds to our advantage. As each gun has their distinct sound, we can tell if it's a fellow blueberry or an enemy foe shooting. We can use the sound of the gun to bait our enemy into peeking us or pushing us, lowering their guard and scoring a trivial kill. Here I will play 2 clips from the perspective of the fish on the hook. It might not seem convincing in a vacuum test. Here I will show a clip from an event. It is one of the best ways to clear an elusive rodent from a house. For the last one I'll be discussing proper leading technique. You might have tried to use reason and logic and came to the conclusion that since your character is right-handed, that it will be most optimal to pick each corner with leaning while standing or crouching to the right. But that is only half true. The most optimal way of lean peeking to the right is while standing, and the most optimal way of lean peeking to the left is by crouch peeking. Here I will show examples of both. So, yeah, just give me a right lean peek. Okay, perfect. And now we're going to cover crouch. And then crouch. First do a standing left lane. You see me?
I see you. Yeah. I see you.
I don't even see you, by the way. I don't see you at all. I see like your pouch where you store your like freaking panda chocolate. And with that, I'll be concluding the video. Hope you found something helpful. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me down in the comments what I should cover next, or anything you're interested in. Now get lost.